This is an Ellis Mowers and More small engine vlog. Stay connected on Instagram and Facebook at Ellis Mowers and More. Comments or questions? Leave them below or email me, ellis@ellismowers.com. And as always, like and subscribe for more small engine content. On today's vlog, we have not done one of these in a while. It's been a lot of repairs lately because I've been knocking them out, and I really haven't been picking up a ton of stuff. I've limited to what I've been picking up, the stuff that's close by and relatively cheap. Well, I found something close by and relatively cheap that's a little bit different than what I've worked on for a while here. Funny story though, this is going to be similar to the machines that I was going to pick up, or a potential trade deal that I had on the L111 John Deere. The guy lived about an hour and a half away, but he told me that he was going to trade, pay for the John Deere and let me have his old mower for free, and that was a Toro Wheel Horse. This deal right here is 2 for $50. It's only about 15 minutes away, and the John Deere deal didn't go through because somebody came and bought it before we were able to work out the trade deal, because he was the first one with the money and just bought it outright, which was fine. So we're gonna go up to the next town over here, and got the dash cam set up now on the truck, and so hopefully what we'll be able to do is y'all be able to watch me load these things onto the truck, and then once we get home we will see how they are. So let's go ahead and get them. Alright, so we are back. Hopefully y'all got to see that dash cam footage. Hopefully it panned out. First time I have drove the truck with the new headlights set up on it. Don't know how the headlights are because I haven't driven it at night yet, but the truck looks a lot better. Y'all see it in a lot of videos. I just wanted to give it a quick little shout out, I suppose. Here they are. And for 50 bucks, I think I did all right. They were about 15 minutes away from me. And part of an estate clean out. A guy's father-in-law passed away, and they sold the land and needed to get rid of some stuff. He had some other items that he was also getting rid of. These are the only lawn tractor related stuff, but they are Toro Wheel Horse garden tractors. They are, one of them's a 268 hydro, one of them is a 266 hydro. The 266 hydro has a Kohler Command 16 horsepower on it, and I would assume that these are 48-inch decks. They may be, yeah, I think they're 48-inch decks. I'll look and see what they are spec-wise when I get when I look. Obviously, the biggest thing on this one is that it's missing the front end. So, looks like these pedals are a little bit off as well. Looks like because everything's all sunk down because the front end is gone. To me, it just looks like the front end either broke off. Did it just flat break off? yeah, so maybe a little bit of welding involved here. Could possibly get this back going again. Let me look. Let's see what we've got here on the front. Y'all saw they loaded on pretty well. Oh, maybe I would just slap it back on with the pin right there. And man, I don't know. That might be interesting to see if I can get it back going. It looks like we've got a little bit of oil consumption here, or an oil leak around the filter. This is a fuel pump engine. I don't know a lot about these, so looks like somebody may have, oh yeah, they did the old safety switch bypass already on it too. Oh yeah, alright, so if I can get the front end back on it, you know, who knows, right? Again, hydrostatic transmission, big garden tractor tires. Never have had one of these before. So that was one of the other appeals about getting this. Hour meter looks like it has, I can't even tell hour-wise. Let's see if we can get down here and see if I can see through the bubbles. It has just over 1,000 hours on it. I think it says 10. Is that a 9 or a 0? Might be 1,900. It's maybe a lot. They had a lot of land to mow, but I don't know. This one might surprise me, actually. I'm not sure. Something else here. We'll go on to the second one. So, like I said, I don't know the condition of any of this. Is this the model number sticker? No, these are patent numbers. I'll see if I can find the model number, like, sticker somewhere a little bit later. We're just kind of going through the preliminary stuff here. The thing about it, though, the mower decks are on these old Toros sometimes, especially just the regular lawn tractors, seem to rot out a lot. These appear on the surface to be in pretty good condition, so that's good. And we'll see about them. Now, this one is a 268 Toro. I don't even know what engine's got in it. I didn't even open the hood. I gave the guy $50, and we loaded them up, and I brought them home. So, like I said, I didn't even look under the hood of this one. Oh, the hood's going to fall off on me. Kohler, ooh, it's going to break off, but that's pretty typical of Toro hoods, I think. Let me get this down here. All right, Kohler Twin. Fantastic. Looks like the mice have had fun time in here. And this one, I don't think the wiring's been tampered with. A little bit different setup here. This one is the same cut, it looks like. So it may, like I said, it's either a 48 or a 54. I can't tell off the bat. This is the 20... low 20s horsepower Kohler. It is a... oh, it's a CV18. This is only an 18 horsepower twin Kohler. And all the tires are holding air so far. They were stored inside until about a month and a half ago. Seat has slight tear in it. And got one ignition key. I've got one other key here. And I don't even know what this is for. Key choice reverse mowing. So this allows you to mow in reverse with this key. How about that? That's something different. Hydro, obviously. This electric PTO, that's like a cruise control lever, it looks like. Because your PTO is right here. Oh no, this is not PTO. This is tilt wheel. Holy cow. Look at that. This thing's got tilt wheel on it. Electric PTO right there. Throttle, choke on this side. And height adjustment over there. How about that? This is the first time I've looked at, I've really ever seen one of these. I almost got one of these in a trade deal a couple days ago, actually. And trade deal didn't pan out because somebody bought the machine before they could come and look at it. And I wasn't going to say no to the money. But yeah. So what I might do, let me grab a tripod, grab a little starting fluid, grab a jump pack, and I'm just going to turn these over and see if these will at least kick over on starting fluid over the course of this video here. First take didn't take on this, unfortunately, but we're going to get on the first Toro, the 268 here. What I have learned is that the park brake is missing from both machines, so the park brake ain't going to be a thing on them, unfortunately. Looks like the safeties have been turned around or changed so that it'll work and run. I want to show y'all that this one does run. Y'all did see that it has a huge mouse nest in this. So what I'm gonna do is connect everything. Down in here. And so that's good, right? That's awesome. Also, PTO switch kicks on. So that's good. There's really stale gas in the tank, so that's not going to be a good thing to pump up in there, but kind of makes you wonder though sometimes. We could kick it one more time here. Yeah, so that's all right. I don't want to run it any longer than that though. Like I said, the good news is this was stored inside up until a month and a half ago, so probably not going to have any tire issues or like things frozen up on it. Let's look at the deck here. The deck doesn't seem too bad either. The blades feel good. So really, apart from it missing the parking brake entirely, we're okay on this. Got to line the wheels back up too, the front wheels. So let's move on to the rear back here, and the rear one, the one that doesn't have the front end, and we'll see if we can at least get this one to crank over as well. All right, let's move on to the 266 here. And I'm going to hook it up. I just checked the oil. The oil looks good despite all the junk around the engine. So, really, I mean, the mower is complete except that the front end is falling off here. So, maybe if I can get the front end on it, we might have us a decent machine. We shall see, though. Let's hook up the battery. And just see if it'll crank over for us. a little boost, turn it on, everything lights up, PTO, on and off. There we go. Alright, so while we're here, let me open up the air filter. Ooh, it's got some water. Water sitting on top of it. Shouldn't be much, because like I said, these did not sit outside very long. Might be here a while. Here we go. Okay. So, let me grab my carb spray. See what we got here. A little loud, but she's trying to go. Let's do a little bit more here. We'll have a mouse nest to clean out of both of them, though. Oop. Ooh. She's loud, that's for sure. Oh. The exhaust is going to come out from under here. It's either got a hole in the exhaust or an exhaust leak, but hey. These things were $50. 15 minutes up the road from me. And just with a jump box and some starting fluid, they kick over and run, so that's a good thing. Obviously, we're going to do full repairs on this, on at least one of these machines, hopefully both of them, coming up at some point in future videos. But I just wanted to show y'all kind of the, haven't done a vlog for a little while when it comes to searching for mowers. And so I figured, hey, you know, this would be a good opportunity. These are also machines that I've never seen before, so I'm going to be learning a lot when it comes to these machines over the course of time. Be a little more familiar with them. And this is kind of almost coming full circle, because I was a little bit disappointed on the, and it's my own doing, but I had a John Deere L111. They had the upgraded K66 transmission that y'all saw on the channel. A guy from Apex, which is about an hour and a half from me here in Oxford, wanted to come buy it, and then he told me if I delivered it to him in Apex, it may not be quite an hour and a half, but it'd been about an hour or so to get there, hour 15, that I could take his other machine, which was a similar model to this, and to my knowledge was still running and driving and cutting. It just needed a drive belt, and he let me have it for free, but I'd have to drive all the way down there to get it, which wouldn't be that bad. But then I had another guy interested. He gave me a strong offer, and it's just kind of one of those things to where the guy's here with the money, let him go ahead and take it, because you don't want to say no to this guy, and then the guy who wants to do the trade deal is not impressed by the machine that I'm selling and decides not to want it, and then I've kind of screwed over somebody. So I just went with the cash on that one. I'm not going to get all the items. Again, if that machine was closer, I would have loaded the John Deere up and delivered it to him without him coming to even look at it. Just take that risk myself. Was looking at a couple of other lots of machines. One of them was a Cub Cadet shaft drive. There was a lot of 4 of them in Danville, Virginia on a GovDeals auction. Well, the GovDeals auction is already over $300 with like 2 days left, and for me to drive an hour and some change to go get 4 Cub Cadet shaft drive mowers is not worth $310 to me, because they're all non-running and they'll all need to get back going again. And they looked relatively rough. They looked in not much better shape than a Cub Cadet that you're going to see on this channel. And then there's also somebody in Durham, which is about 35 minutes away from me, that has a massive lot of John Deere mowers. 10 John Deere mowers for $1,200. Like 4 or 5 of them are X300 series. I just because of the machines that I have back here in the back that y'all have seen, I just did not want to pull the trigger on that, because that is a decent amount of money. And the amount of time it would take for me to turn them around, although I'd probably make a decent amount of money. But the other thing is, that guy also looked like he worked on lawnmowers, so I don't know if he just had too many of them and wanted to get rid of them, or some of them were missing parts, and you know, John Deere parts can get expensive really quickly. I've had a decent amount of sales just this week alone here toward the end of February, and I said, you know, these are close. They're $50 for the pair, 15 minutes away, looked like they were in decent condition, had been stored up okay, and turns out I guess I was pretty close to being right, which is excellent. So I really do appreciate y'all coming along, watching this vlog, getting a couple of Toro Wheel Horse mowers. And I appreciate y'all watching as always. We're going to get to these here hopefully in the coming months, get them turned around here in the 2024 mowing season, which is coming up really, really soon here in my part of North Carolina. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.